Mark, we really need to leave in 5 minutes if we want to get a good seat. The new worship series is starting today.
You and Chloe can go ahead. I'll have breakfast ready for when you get back.
That's what you said last week. And the week before. You haven't come in over a month, Mark. You promised we would do this as a family.
No, Sarah. You promised that your family would do this. I agreed to go sometimes to make you happy. But I never promised to fake a belief that I don't have. Every single Sunday, for the rest of my life.
It's not about faking. It's about being there for me. It's about supporting your wife. It's about setting an example for your daughter. What is Chloe supposed to think when her father would rather sit on the couch than worship with her?
What is she supposed to think when her parents live in 2 different worlds? When her mother's most important value is something her father thinks is a myth? Don't put that on me, Sarah. This was the deal from the beginning.
The deal? Our marriage is now a deal to you? I thought it was a covenant. A covenant before God.
And there it is. The trump card. Your God. It always comes back to that. So, in your eyes, because I don't believe our marriage is... what? Second rate? Doomed?
Mom. What's going on? The neighbors can probably hear you.
Chloe, go upstairs and change. We're leaving for church right now.
Mom, come on. You know I have a huge math test tomorrow. I need to study. I can't spend 3 hours in the church. Just for prayers.
I think she has a point, Sarah. Education is important.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare use this to team up against me. Since when did this family become a democracy where God loses the vote?
It's not about teaming up, Mom. It's about having a choice. Why do I have to go just because you go? Why does Dad have to go? Why can't we all just believe what we want and still be a family?
Because it's not just a belief, Chloe. It's the foundation of this family. Or it's supposed to be.
Maybe it's the foundation of your family, Sarah. But it's not the foundation of ours. Ours is. Well, I thought it was us. The 3 of us.
So it's you and her against me now. Is that it?
Mom, no. That's not.
Fine. Go and study. Both of you. Do whatever you want. I'll go worship my God alone.
Mom. Dad. Since when do you make pancakes from scratch?
Since I had a free Sunday morning. Thought I'd do something nice. A peace offering.
Dad. You know she's going to come back and be even more mad about the mess, right?
Probably. Look. About before. Your mom and I. We shouldn't have put you in the middle of that.
It's fine. I get it.
Do you?
Yeah. She is feeling like you're abandoning her. You feel like she's forcing you to be someone you're not. It's pretty obvious.
It's more complicated than that, Chloe.
Is it because she is thinking you're going to hell? And you think she's believing in a sky fairy? Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Hi. Don't talk about your mother's faith like that. I may not believe it, but I respect it. And you should too.
Why? You don't. You respect her, but you don't respect it. If you did, you'd be in that church pew every week, faking a smile.
It's not that simple. I can't. I won't live or lie. Not even for her.
So what's the solution? Because this isn't working. It's like living in a Cold War. I just stay in my room to avoid the fallout.
Anna. It was a great sermon today, wasn't it?
It was. But you looked like you were carrying the weight of the world through the entire thing. What's going on? My friend.
We had a fight. A big one. Right before church. About this.
Oh. Sarah, Mark,
and Chloe. Today it was a 2-against-1. Mark wouldn't come to church. Chloe decided she's too busy with school to bother, and I just lost it. I said things. He said things. It was awful.
I'm so sorry. What did he say?
He said our marriage was a deal, not a covenant. That I was the one who wanted a Christian family, not him.
Ouch. That's harsh.
But the worst part, the absolute worst part, Anna, was seeing them standing there together in the living room. It was me against them. My own husband and daughter. I felt like a stranger in my own home. An overbearing, religious stranger.
You are not a stranger. You are their wife and mother.
Am I? Or am I just the church police? The warden of a faith they want no part of. Sometimes I look at Mark and I see this. This good, kind, wonderful man. And my faith tells me he's lost. How am I supposed to live with that? How do you love someone with your whole heart while believing their soul is in eternal danger?
I don't have a magic answer, Sarah. My Paul is always right there in the church with me every week. I can't imagine that divide. But I do know this, you can't force them. You can't preach them into the kingdom. All you can do is love them. Really love them. Without an agenda.
What does that even look like? Do I just stop asking? Do I go to church alone for the next 30 years and pretend it doesn't break my heart? Do I watch my daughter walk away from God and just smile?
No, I mean, you should pray and you live your faith through your actions, your kindness, your patience, your love. Especially when it's hard. Especially when you don't feel it. That's the real test. Not getting them into a building on Sunday, but showing them Christ in your life every other day of the week.
It feels so lonely.
Honey. I know. But you're not alone. You have your church family. You have me. And you have a God who sees your pain. Cling to that. Let him fight this battle for you. Your job is just to love.
You, Anna. I needed to hear that.
Anytime. Now, you can go home and love your family. And be kind to yourself.
So let me get this straight. The fight was so bad you tried to become a gourmet pancake chef? Dude, when you self-destruct, you do it with syrup.
It wasn't about the pancakes, Leo. It was about the whole situation. I looked at my daughter Chloe and I saw her getting pulled into it. She's starting to see her mom as the enemy. And part of me was glad she was on my side. What kind of father does that make me?
A human one. Look, you're not the villain here. You're not cheating on her. You're not some deadbeat. You just don't believe what she believes. Since when is that a crime?
It feels like one. In my own house, it feels like the ultimate crime. She left for church and the silence in that house was so loud I thought I was going to lose my mind. That's why I broke the mug. It was just too quiet.
Okay, real talk. What do you want? Do you want her to stop believing?
No. Of course not. That faith. It's part of her. It's what makes her so compassionate, so strong. I love that about her. I need her to love me for who I am, not for who she prays I'll become.
So, it's not a belief problem. It's a respect problem. You feel disrespected because your worldview is dismissed, and she feels disrespected because her highest value is rejected. You're both talking about respect, but you're speaking different languages.
Since when did you become Dr. Phil?
Since my best friend's marriage started looking like a WWE SmackDown. Look, all I'm saying is this, you can't win a theological debate. So stop having it. The goal isn't to be right. The goal is to have happy marriage life.
And how do we do that?
You find a new language. One that doesn't have the words covenant or deal or sky fairy in it.
Chloe called it that, not me.
See? The kid's already picking up the dialect. You gotta fix this, man. Start small. No grand gestures. Just connection.
Connection?
Chloe, I made some hot chocolate. You can come and take some from the kitchen.
Okay. Thanks, Mom. Just want to finish this page I'm studying.
Okay, no problem. About yesterday. And this morning. I'm sorry you got caught in the middle. That wasn't fair to you.
It's fine, Mom. You and Dad fight about the same thing all the time. It's just background noise that caught my attention.
It shouldn't be the background noise, Chloe. This is about everything. The most important thing about our life.
See, that's what I don't get. How is it the most important thing? Dad is a good person. He's honest, he works hard, he loves us. Isn't that what really matters?
It matters immensely. But it's not everything. It's like your body is healthy and strong, but your spirit is starving. Prayer is the food for your spirit. It's how we connect to God, how we find strength that isn't our own.
Or it's just talking to yourself. Giving yourself a pep talk. How do you know anyone is actually listening, Mom? Where's the proof?
I don't have proof that you can put under a microscope. I have a lifetime of experiences. I have peace in moments that should have broken me. I have a sense of guidance when I feel utterly lost. It's a knowing, deep in my soul. It's like having an internal compass that always points me toward hope.
But my compass points to you guys, to my friends, to getting good grades so I can have a future. That's my hope. That's real. That's tangible. I don't need an invisible force to feel hope.
But what will happen when people let you down, Chloe? What happens when your future doesn't go as planned? What will your hope be anchored to then? My hope is anchored to a rock that never moves. Yours is anchored to sand. A storm will wash it away.
That's so condescending. You're saying my life, my love for my family, is just sand? That because I don't believe what you believe, my entire world is just going to collapse? Maybe my strength will come from within me, from getting to it myself. Maybe that's even more meaningful.
Baby, I look at you, and I see this brilliant, beautiful soul. And my greatest fear, my nightmare, is that you're choosing to live in the dark, and you don't even know it because you've never seen the light.
And my greatest fear, Mom, is that you've spent your whole life relying on a light that isn't even there. And one day, you might have to face the dark alone.
I will never stop praying for you. Never. She thinks I'm living a lie.
Who? Is it Chloe? What happened again?
I tried to talk to her. About faith. About prayers. She said her greatest fear is that I've spent my life relying on a light that isn't even there.
Sarah. She's a teenager. She is trying to define herself, and right now, that means pushing against you. Against us.
Is she pushing against you, Mark? Or is she just repeating what she hears from you? Sky Fairy. Internal pep talk. No proof. Sound familiar?
I have never, ever used those words with her about you. I told you, I respect your faith. But I won't lie to her about my own lack of it. What do you want from me? To pretend for her? To create some fictional, unified front where we both believe?
I want you to see that this isn't just a philosophical difference. This is our daughter's soul. And you're acting as a roadblock instead of her father.
A roadblock? So now I'm actively harming her because I won't convert her for you? That's what you think of me?
I think you're so proud of your logic, so stubborn in your unbelief, that you can't see the damage it's doing. You're letting her walk away from God because you'd rather be right than have a saved daughter.
There it is. The real accusation. I'm leading our child to damnation. That's what you truly believe, isn't it? In the quiet of your heart, you believe I am a corrupting influence. A spiritual failure. How? How do you expect me to share a bed with you? How do you expect me to be intimate with a woman who looks at me and sees a soul-bound for hell project? How is there any love in that?
I don't know, Mark. I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm being torn in two. My faith tells me to hold on, to pray, to hope. But my heart is breaking because the man I love is a stranger to the God I love.
Then maybe we need to face the reality that Leo was too polite to say. Maybe this unequally yoked thing isn't just a cross to bear. Maybe it's a fundamental incompatibility. Maybe it's a wall that love actually can't break through.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I don't know how to be your husband when your most core belief tells you I am fundamentally, eternally broken. And I don't know if I can live the rest of my life feeling like I'm a disappointment to my own wife.
Mark.
I'm going to sleep in the guest room.
God. You warned me about all this 10 years ago. But I never listened.
You look tired, baby. It's in your eyes. The kind of tired sleep can't fix. I can sense it. So tell me what's wrong.
It's falling apart, Mom. Everything is falling apart. He's now sleeping in the guest room. Chloe looks at me like I am a fanatic. I feel so alone.
What do you mean, Sarah? I was afraid of this. I prayed against this very day.
You warned me, didn't you? All those years ago, when I told you I was going to marry him. You sat right here and you said, Sarah, don't yoke yourself to an unbeliever.
I did. And you looked at me with those bright, hopeful eyes. And you said, Mom, he is a good man. And I can change him. My love and my faith will be enough for both of us until he sees the light. And that, my dear child, is why God in his infinite wisdom gave us that command in 2 Corinthians. It's not to punish us. It's to protect us from this very pain. You cannot light a fire with the wet matches. You just end up with a handful of broken wood.
So, what do I do now? Give up? I should let my family shatter?
No. You made your vow before God. Now you live it. But you have to live it wisely. You should stop trying to be the Holy Spirit in his life. That is not your job. Your job is to be his wife.
How? How can I continue being his wife, when every time I look at him, I see the man leading my daughter away from God?
You will love him. You respect him. You cook his meals, you care for his home, you be kind to him. But you have to stop the spiritual nagging. You cannot force that man to his knees. Only God can. And you cannot force that girl, either. You will only push her further away. Your father, God rest his soul. He was not a man of faith when I married him. Not really. He went to church to make his mother happy.
What? But Dad was a deacon. He led prayers at every dinner.
He was. But it took years. There were many nights I cried myself to sleep, feeling that same loneliness. I wanted to shake him, to scream the gospel at him. But my own mother told me what I'm telling you, Grace, you win him without a word. So I loved him. I prayed for him. Silently, fervently. I lived my faith in front of him, without forcing him to look at it. And one day, The man's heart just softened. It wasn't my sermon that did it. It was God, working on a heart that I had made safe with love, not hostile with pressure. Your faith must become a quiet garden, Sarah. A place you tend to for your own peace. You can invite them in, but you cannot drag them. If they see the beauty and the peace in you, truly see it, they might one day ask how they can have a garden of their own. But you must be patient. It is a long, slow harvest.
It's so hard, Mom.
I know, baby. I know. But you are not alone. Your God is with you. And your mother is praying for you. Now, dry your eyes. Go home. Love your husband. Pray for your daughter. And tend to your own garden. Let God handle the rest.
Aren't you going to say it?
Say what?
I don't know. That I'm wasting my life. That this show is meaningless. Something. This. Quiet is worse.
I'm just eating, Mark. You can watch your show.
What's going on, Sarah? Is this a new tactic? The silent treatment?
No. It's the opposite. It's me. Stopping. I'm done being the spiritual police in my own home. It's exhausting. And it's not my job anymore.
What are you talking about?
I love God. That will never change. But I have been trying to do His job for Him in your life and in Chloe's. I thought my nagging could convict you. My arguments could save you, but I realize they can't. Only God can. So, I'm stepping back.
So that's it? You're just giving up on me?
I am giving up on changing you, Mark. There's a difference. I am not giving up on you. I am choosing to love the man you are, not the Christian I pray you become.
I don't understand. After everything. The fight, what I said about the guest room. You're just accepting this?
I am accepting that I married a good, honest, and loving man who does not share my faith. I am accepting that this is our reality. And I am choosing to find a way to build a life on that reality, because the alternative is losing you. And that is a price I am not willing to pay. So you can come back to our bedroom. This is your home. And I'm your wife.
I can't focus. My brain is fried. The fight with my mom. Then this weird quiet. And now I have to write this paper on existentialism. Like, what's the point of anything? It's all so heavy.
The point? That's the big question, isn't it? So, what's your answer?
I don't know. That we make our own point. That it's all random? That's what my dad thinks. It sounds good, but sometimes it just feels empty.
Yeah. I think they were all just cosmic accidents theory. Which is a tough one to live with. It makes everything feel a bit weightless. If there's no design, then is there real meaning, or just temporary preferences?
Exactly. But my mom's answer is just have faith, believe the Bible. But how can I? How do you, Trisha? You're smart. You're a science whiz. How do you believe in a guy in the sky, and a dead man coming back to life?
It's not about turning off my brain. For me, it's about turning on all of me, my mind and my spirit. Look at the DNA in that textbook. It's an insanely complex code. Every code has a programmer. Look at the fine-tuning of the universe. The gravitational constant is so precise, if it were slightly different, nothing could exist. That points to a designer for me, not away from one.
But that's just ism. A distant God who wound up the universe and left. That's not the personal God my mom talks about. Who cares if I pray about my history test?
Right. So the next question is, did that creator reveal himself? For me, the person of Jesus is the clincher. The historical evidence for his life, his crucifixion, the empty tomb, the fact that his terrified followers were transformed overnight and willing to die for claiming they saw him resurrected. That's not a metaphor. That's a historical claim that demands an investigation.
But what about all the suffering? The injustice? If God is so good and powerful, why doesn't he fix it?
That's the hardest question. I don't have a pat answer. But I look at the cross. I see a God who didn't stay distant from our pain, but entered into it. He suffered with us and for us. The promise isn't that bad things won't happen. The promise is that he'll be with us in the fire, and that one day, he will make every sad thing come untrue.
My mom says stuff like that. It just sounds like a nice story. A coping mechanism.
Don't just believe it because your mom does. But don't reject it, just decide with your dad, either. Investigate it for yourself. Ask the hard questions. I'm not asking you to turn off your brain. I'm asking you to use it. Read the Gospel of John with me. Not as a devotional, but as a text. Let's look at the claims. What do you have to lose?
John, huh?
Yeah. It's a good place to start. No pressure. Just think about it.
Thank you, Trisha.
Okay, you've been quiet for 5 straight minutes. This is beyond the usual my wife is mad at me silence. What happened? Did she serve you with papers?
No. The opposite. She surrendered.
Surrendered? What does that mean? She's going to church alone and leaving you in peace? That's what you wanted, isn't it?
It's not peace, Leo. It's silence. A different kind of silence. She said she's done trying to change me. That it's not her job to be the Holy Spirit in my life.
Whoa. Okay. That's huge. So the war is over. You won.
That's the thing. It doesn't feel like winning. It feels like she took the game board and put it away. She looked me in the eye and said she's choosing to love the man I am, not the Christian she prays I'll become. Then she told me I could come back to our bedroom.
And did you?
Not that night. I slept on the couch for 2 more nights just to process. I went back last night. It was the most terrifying night of my life. Lying next to her in the dark, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Waiting for a sermon. And there was nothing. Just her breathing. It was awful.
Do you know you're unbelievable? You complain for years that she nags you about faith. She finally stops, and you're miserable? What is wrong with you?
Because the nagging was easy. I knew how to fight that. I had my arguments, my defenses. This acceptance. I don't have a defense for that. If she's not the enemy, then who is? If she's not wrong, then am I the problem?
So the real issue was never her faith. It was the fact that her faith made you question your own lack of it. As long as she was pushing, you could push back. Now that she's not, you have to sit alone with your own beliefs. Or lack thereof.
What do I do now?
I don't know, man. But you can't live in the guest room forever. And you can't ask her to start fighting again just so you feel comfortable. You wanted respect for your beliefs. Well, brother, this is what it looks like. It's quiet. And it's your move.
Sarah, can we talk for a second?
Of course. What is it?
I know, I haven't been fair to you. I'd been so busy defending my own position, that I never tried to understand yours. Not really. My friend, Leo, said I have won. But your silence. It made me realize I was using our arguments as a shield. A shield against having to really look at what you believe, and why.
Why now, Mark?
Because of Chloe.
Oh.
She came to me last night. Asked me questions I couldn't answer. Not about science, but about meaning. About why we are here. She was quoting things from the Gospel of John. Her friend Tricia has been talking to her. I saw the look on her face, Sarah. It was the same look you get when you talk about your faith. A real, genuine search. And I realized I can't guide her. My map ends at the edge of what I can see and touch. If she's going to explore further, she needs a guide. And that guide should be you.
Love.
I'm sorry about everything. You are right.
The pain of being unequally yoked. It may never fully go away. That longing for a shared spiritual intimacy. It's a quiet ache. But I've learned it's not a death sentence for a marriage. It's a call to a different kind of love. A love that is patient. A love that is kind. A love that keeps no record of wrongs. Even theological ones. It's a love that builds a new family, not on a shared doctrine, but on a shared choice.